It's been over 20 years since Arsenal last lifted the Premier League trophy. 3 second-place finishes in a row, heartbreak after heartbreak. But now, they finally have a squad that could go all the way. But even with all these pieces in place, there's still one thing that could stop them, and it might already be happening. Let's dive in. It's hard to explain what the last few seasons have been like for Arsenal fans without feeling the sting all over again. 3 years, 3 second-place finishes, 3 times standing just one step from glory, only to watch it slip away. In 2023, it was the dream start that turned into a nightmare. 8 points clear in April, and then the collapse. In 2024, they came back stronger, but City were relentless, chasing them down until the final week. And in 2025, Arsenal pushed the race right to the wire. But once again, the title stayed out of reach. It hasn't just been about losing, it's how they've lost. Big games where the pressure seemed too much. Shock defeats to teams fighting relegation. Those small moments, a missed chance here, a defensive lapse there, that ended up defining an entire season. But those scars have done something important. This is no longer a young, wide-eyed squad learning what it takes. So the question is, do they finally have all the pieces? This is not the same Arsenal squad that fell short in the last 3 seasons. This is an Arsenal built to win now. Let's start in midfield, the heartbeat of Arteta's system. For years, Arsenal's control in big games sometimes faltered when Thomas Partey or Jorginho wasn't available. But this summer, they solved that. In came Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad, a midfielder who can dictate tempo, break lines, and defend with intelligence. Alongside him, Christian Nørgaard brings Premier League experience and the defensive steel to close out tight games. Up front, Arsenal finally have what fans have been crying out for, a natural striker. Victor Gyökeres arrives after tearing apart defenses in Portugal. He's strong, relentless, and clinical. A striker who can score all types of goals, from scrappy tap-ins to thunderous finishes. For the first time since Henry and peak Alba days, Arsenal have a true number 9 who lives for the penalty box. On the wings, depth has been a constant worry. Last season's drop in form when Bukayo Saka was injured proved it. That's why Noni Madueke could be one of the most important signings of the summer. He offers pace, trickery, and directness, giving Arteta the option to rest Saka without losing threat on the right. Defensively, they've added Christian Mosquera, a young but composed center back from Valencia, to ensure injuries at the back don't derail the season like before. And between the sticks, Kepa Arrizabalaga joins as a reliable backup to David Raya, a safety net that top clubs can't afford to ignore. This isn't just about star power, it's about balance. Arsenal can now rotate without losing quality, something they've lacked in previous title runs. On paper, this squad has the tools to challenge anyone, but paper doesn't win titles. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal has always been built on control, dominating possession, dictating the rhythm, and pressing with precision. But in 2026, the system feels more complete than ever. In previous seasons, Arsenal sometimes became predictable. The build-up relied heavily on Saka and Odegaard creating magic down the right, with Gabriel Jesus drifting wide to link play. It worked, until teams figured out how to shut them down. This season, the addition of Victor Gyökeres has transformed the attack. Now there's a focal point in the middle, someone who pins defenders, wins aerial duels, and creates space for Martinelli, Saka, and the midfield runners. Midfield control has also gone up a level. Zubimendi isn't just a Jorginho replacement, he's faster in transition, more mobile defensively, and brave in his passing. Alongside Declan Rice, Arsenal can press high without fear of being exposed, and can also break lines with one vertical ball. Defensively, Arteta has refined the high press into a shape that quickly morphs into a compact block when possession is lost. The fullbacks still invert, but there's more flexibility. White and Zinchenko can now both push high or stay deep, depending on the opponent. Even the substitutions feel smarter. Madueke offers direct one-on-one threat late in games. Mosquera brings fresh legs in defense, and Nørgaard can close games out when protecting a lead. This isn't just Arteta's philosophy anymore, it's a fully adaptable machine. A team that can win ugly or blow you away. But football isn't played on tactics alone. In football, talent and tactics will take you far, but mentality decides titles. And that's where this Arsenal team has grown the most. 3 straight seasons of heartbreak could have broken them. Instead, it's hardened them. Players who once froze under pressure now seem to thrive in it. You see it in the way they close out tight matches, in the composure on the ball when the clock is ticking down, and in the willingness to fight for every inch. Leaders have emerged everywhere. Declan Rice has become the heartbeat of the midfield, barking orders and setting the tempo. Martin Odegaard leads not with noise, but with relentless work rate and technical precision. Even the younger stars like Saka and Martinelli now play with the swagger of players who've been here before. Perhaps most importantly, this team has learned how to respond to setbacks. A single defeat could spiral into a run of poor form. This season, a loss feels like a wake-up call rather than a death sentence. This is a group that has lost together, learned together, and is now ready to win together. And there's one thing the strongest mentality can prepare you for. The Premier League title isn't won in August. It's decided in the trenches of February, March, and April. And for Arsenal, the months ahead will be a true test of their depth, focus, and resilience. There's the North London Derby at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a match that's never just about points, but pride and momentum. Trips to Anfield and the Etihad loom like storm clouds, places where Arsenal's dreams have often stumbled. And then there are the so-called easy games against mid-table sides, the kind of fixtures that have punished Arsenal in the past when complacency crept in. The run-in could be brutal. Add in the demands of the Champions League knockout rounds, and Arteta will have to balance rotation without losing rhythm, something few teams manage perfectly. It's not just about winning the big games, it's about avoiding slip-ups, finding consistency, and keeping the squad fresh when the schedule turns relentless. But here's the thing, even if Arsenal navigate these challenges perfectly, there's still one thing that could stop them. In 2023, Arsenal's title fight was a two-horse race with Manchester City. In 2024, it was déjà vu, same rivals, same heartbreak. In 2025, Liverpool entered the picture and took the crown. But this season is something we've never seen before. It's not Arsenal versus one giant. It's Arsenal versus three: Liverpool, City, and Chelsea. Liverpool look terrifying. They've signed Florian Wirtz, the Bundesliga's creative machine, to ease the creative burden on Mohamed Salah, who finished the season with the most goals and most assists in the league. Hugo Ekitike now leads the line after Nunez's departure. Milos Kerkez shores up the left, and Jeremy Frimpong steps in where Trent once roamed. Manchester City, still a juggernaut. Tijani Reinders bosses their midfield. Rayan Ait-Nouri finally gives them a natural left back, and Rayan Cherki is being molded into the next De Bruyne. And then Chelsea, fresh off winning the Conference League and Club World Cup, where they beat PSG, the team that eliminated Arsenal in the Champions League. They've signed João Pedro, already scoring for fun, plus a wave of young, dangerous talent. Even Manchester United and Tottenham, last season's strugglers, have reloaded. The truth is, Arsenal's biggest threat this season might not be themselves. It's the fact that the Premier League has never been this stacked.